80,000 words from my publisher, which was a really scary number. And I committed to writing 1,000 words every single day until I hit 80,000. And just not look back and not revise and not think too much about it. And that was really helpful for me. And it amassed an enormous amount of raw material, and there were some days where those 1,000 words would just be completely nonsensical gibberish, and sometimes it would be one word or one idea or one memory that would end up sticking around. And so when I hit 80,000 words and I looked back and revised it, I very quickly maybe cut it down to 40 or 20,000. And then through that, the shape sort of began to take place. And then it was just about constantly going back and filling in spaces. I can't remember. Oh, it's George Saunders has a great interview where he talks about rereading your work as though there's an internal stoplight, where every time it's just paying attention to what gives you pause, what sort of rings red, or what sort of shines red and what shines green. And if you keep going back and sort of just thinking that way of like, this isn't great, this part is great, and you do that many times over and over again, it ends up, that ends up being what your voice is, you know, like what feels good for you. So yeah, a lot of it came through revision. There was a lot of self-doubt of it, you know, am I doing too much reminiscing? And you really don't know until you let it go. But it was basically just writing a lot, revising a lot, going back and forth for 5 years, and then just reaching a point where I was like, I don't have anything left to give this. And when I turned it, and this is for aspiring writers, you know, I will say, I turned in this book and I was devastated. I thought I had really messed it up, and I was dishonoring my mother's memory, and I had this vision of myself as a writer somewhere here and had landed somewhere here, and I was so disappointed in myself that I just felt I had completely lost perspective and given it everything that I had. And then 9 months, and I just, a lot of the times, if I feel that way, I'll just be like, this is just an archive of who you are in this moment. This is the best you can do at this age, at this point in your life as a creator. And 9 months went by, and I reread the book for the first time when I was doing the audiobook, and that was the first time that I was like, this is okay, you know, it's like not as bad as I thought it was. And then the reception was so wonderful, and so I think sometimes it's totally normal to not think that you hit it in a certain way. But yeah, I don't know if that answers your question at all, but
No, it totally did.
Yeah, I think that it was the way that the story came out of me naturally, and it sort of took shape after a lot of revision.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.